Hi, my name is Jacqueline Canada, and I'm a board-certified behavior analyst with Hunterspeaks Autism Organization. Our goal in creating this video is to provide families with some quick tips that might help during this challenging time. Please take a moment to read the following disclaimer. We'd like to start by stating that we recognize the restrictions in place during COVID-19 are crucial to protect our health and community and loved ones. However, it goes without saying that many of us are having a hard time with these changes. Most of us are experiencing disruption to our daily lives and changes to our routines and schedules. While it is hard for everyone, it can be especially challenging for individuals with disabilities, and more specifically, those with autism. Changes to our environment and routine can cause an increase in anxiety as well as an increase in challenging behaviors. The following are some tips to consider for you and your family. The first tip we would like to cover is the idea of positive praise. If you have attended any of our workshops in the past, you've probably heard the phrase reinforcement. The idea of positive praise is important and will be mentioned throughout this video because it is a crucial part of changing behavior. As mentioned, the idea of positive praise takes practice. It can be very easy to notice the challenging behaviors and consequent things in the moment that we want to stop immediately or see less of. It is natural to immediately bring attention to a child or loved one who is throwing an item across the living room floor. However, it is not as easy for us to recognize or provide positive praise statements in the moment where things are calm and our child or loved one is doing exactly what they are supposed to be doing. It is important for everyone when working on shaping behavior that we provide positive statements or attention to individuals who are engaging in behaviors we want to see more of. For individuals with autism, it is important that we are specific and clear with what behavior we are talking about. Some examples of this might be, "Awesome job putting your plate in the sink," or "Thank you for washing your hands." While it might seem silly, research suggests we look for 7-to-1 ratio throughout our day. That means 7 positive statements to every 1 statement of corrective feedback. To encourage positive praise statements in your household, you could create charts using materials on hand to tally when individuals in your household are providing reinforcing statements. You can make it a game where the caregiver or adult with the most points wins. Sometimes writing things down or creating permanent product will help remind us to use and practice our new skills. The second tip that we want to emphasize is the idea of establishing new routines. Having routines can help create some normalcy to our daily lives as we deal with things that are outside of our control. When things are predictable, we tend to feel more comfortable and there is a decrease in anxiety. For individuals with autism, having a daily schedule or routine can create expectations that are clear, and having clear expectations can decrease the likelihood of challenging behaviors. When thinking about starting a routine or daily schedule, consider what is most appropriate for you and your family. Consider activities that your child or loved one can do independently. In this context, activity schedules are used to structure the flow of the day or create a routine and are not for teaching purposes. Things that might be easiest to start with are routines that have already been established, like morning and nighttime routines or routines with mealtime. Including fun activities in your child or loved one's activity schedule can help keep things positive and rewarding. When establishing routines, you can use sports like visual schedules. These can be helpful for everyone in the family to understand expectations. Visuals can be adapted to suit different activities and different individuals. Visuals can have pictures, drawings, text, can be created on a computer or with supplies on hand. The important thing is that they are functional and clear for whomever they are intended for. If your child or loved one has been using visual schedules at school or with other service providers, you can pull pieces together from that to make it more consistent and successful in your home. The following is an example of a visual schedule for a morning routine for a child or loved one. This specific schedule shows both pictures and texts. In this child's morning routine, there are 4 steps to wake up, eat breakfast, get dressed, and then brush their teeth. When using a visual schedule, you can use a clothespin or a marker to denote what step the child is on and show progress as they move through the visual schedule. When the child has completed all steps of their visual schedule, they may move on to an activity of their choice. In addition to positive praise and establishing routines, you might be asking yourself, what are you going to do to fill the rest of your day? With tip number 3, we would like to encourage you to start slow and begin again with activities your family is most likely to be successful with. It is important as you're establishing new roles to create positive experiences with your family. When doing this, you want to consider both your own and your child or loved one's abilities. This is going to look different for everyone. It could be focusing on structured activities or not. It could be doing play activities or practicing chores. You could be doing 5 minutes at a time or up to 2 hours. The main idea is to create a positive experience for everyone involved. In addition, if there's more than one child in the home, you may want to consider group activities. From watching a movie together to cooking, there are great opportunities with things you have on hand to create structured time for everyone. The last tip, which might be the most important, is to recognize that breaks are a part of your daily routine. Similar to activities, this will look different for you and everyone in your family. It is crucial to recognize when you or your loved ones need a break. It is okay if your child had to watch 2 hours of television during the day because you needed time to sit down and take a breather or to cook dinner. These are challenging times and there are a lot of responsibilities for everyone involved. We encourage that everyone feels comfortable with what it looks like for you and your family and know that you are doing your best. This is a time where we can focus on the family as a whole and recognize that everyone has a role and establish responsibilities for each person in the family unit. To summarize, we just want to remind you that this is new and mistakes are going to happen. Realize there is no right way to handle this situation. Celebrate and recognize growth and progress. If yesterday your child or loved one were able to look at a book for 4 minutes and today it was 5, that is showing progress. Thank you so much for watching our video. If you have any questions or suggestions for what you would like us to talk about next, please go to our website at www.hunterspeaksguam.org. You can contact us directly there. Thank you and have a wonderful day.